If James Cameron's Titanic were released today, it would face a massive public backlash for being too woke. And it's because this movie speaks to, it inverts, it reverses a bunch of very sexist tropes that were in the ether. They were in film, they were in pop culture, even in the mid 90s when this came out. But they've been discussed a whole lot more since. So this film's place in the cultural conversation today would be very different from what it would have been back in 1997. So take, for instance, the character of Jack, a beautiful young man in his 20s for whom everything is possible. He's a dreamer, an idealist, a romantic, an artist. He also lives for the day, and he lives dangerously, recklessly, which makes him, in many ways, the polar opposite of prim and proper Rose, one who is confined and oppressed by familial and social obligation. Her entire life's path has already been chosen for her. So Jack exists to free her from that destiny. He is a manic pixie dream boy. Because you see, Jack is not a fully realized human being in this movie. He does not face down personal crises that force him to challenge who he is and what he believes. He doesn't change and grow. Instead, he plays a central role in her crises. He is the catalyst for her growth and change. And once he has helped Rose to recognize who she is and what she is capable of, he can be discarded. Literally and figuratively. Because at the end of this movie, Jack is fridged. Like I said, literally. Because if Jack stays in the picture, he can only get in Rose's way. And sure, he's helped her realize that she can live the life that she wants, yes. But she needs his death to motivate her to truly be independent. Otherwise, he's only going to hold her back. So yes, the door truthers, were always right. In case you are unfamiliar with these tropes, the manic pixie dream person, the love interest who is fridged, who is killed so that they can get out of the way because they've served their purpose, these are nearly always women. There's a reason why, despite the fact that I said boy, I can only show you an entry for this trope that is called a girl, right? Because these are sexist tropes. Overwhelmingly, they appear in stories about men. They exist to push the man's narrative forward. But in Titanic, those expectations are turned on their head. I also think that there would be another controversy attached to it if it were released today, which is that it would be perceived as yet another instance of broke man propaganda. But that's another controversy for a different video.